republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, reason for meeting tonight is the town meeting to discuss the resolution to appropriate $1.8 million for the financing of the rescue fire. Pursuant to Article 6, Section 6-10 of the Charter of the Town of Oxford, Connecticut, the public hearing will be held by the Board of Finance of the Town of Oxford on Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025, at 7 p.m. in Oxford Town Hall, 486 Oxford Road, on the following proposal: appropriation to be funded and borrowed by borrow. Resolution appropriating $1,280,000 for the purchase of a heavy-duty rescue fire truck and authorizing the issue of $1,820,000, sorry, the bonds of the town to meet said appropriation and pending the issue thereof, making of temporary borrowing for such purpose. Okay, the Board of Finance is going to consider that tonight, the appropriation to which to spend the money. And since this is a town meeting, is there anybody from the town that wants to speak up?
I have a couple questions. My name is Amy Saris. 120 Freeman Road. Here, I'll just come closer so everybody can hear, because I'm sure that there's no speakers working tonight. Okay, so I just have a couple questions. First of all, I know we approved back in February $16 million worth of bonding for the HVAC and the flood and the town or sewer. Does that mean, with bonding, do we acquire that money like right away? Do we take it out? Like, how do we have that available?
Right now, it's being financed, it's being held for interest.
It was several, if I can.
Sure.
It was several different projects back in February that we appropriated money for. It was $4 million for the flood. That money, if we got the money, it's all been spent. The second project was the original HVAC at Great Oak School.
Yep.
That money has all been spent. We're waiting now to get the money back from, part of it back from the state of Connecticut.
Right.
Then there was the new money for the HVAC at Great Oak School for the gymnasium / cafeteria. In February, it hadn't been spent yet. Now, most of it's been spent. It's big works going on over the summer as we speak. Ditto for the same thing at Quakers Farm School.
Okay.
We're waiting for the money to come back in.
Okay. So, question with regards to that. I know within the bond itself, we requested the full value of the project.
Yes.
And in the bond financial statement, it talks about how, like, the local cost share. So within that amount we requested the amount that the state is going to be reimbursing. So how does that work when the money comes back from the state?
When we borrow the money, I borrow the entire $16 million. Any money that I receive on that between now and when those notes come due, because it's not a short-term note now, it's not a bond. The note will be reduced by the amount we receive from the state of Connecticut. So it'll take $16 million. I use some hypotheticals. I got $2 million back from FEMA by then. And I got $2 million on the Great Oak School, $1 million on Quakers Farm, $1 million on the cafeteria and gym at Great Oak. Instead of borrowing $16 million next February, I borrow $8 million to renew those notes for an additional year. And then by statute, I'm allowed to short-term borrow that for 8 years on an annual basis, or go out for permanent But if we get money in after the fact, if we bond it, and then we get a windfall, say FEMA gave us the full $4 million back, so we didn't need that money. That money would have to either be put into an escrow account to pay down bonds, or it would have to be used to pay off another bonding project. You can't take the money and say, oh, we bonded $4 million. You can't take it and then put it, the money come in and put it into the general fund for fund balance. So the cash has to follow the expenditures.
Okay.
The intention of this board, okay, if there's money coming back after we borrow this money, the money coming back is going to pay down that debt, because right now we're on overload.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of money due us. The first 2.5 million we didn't get the rate over yet, okay? We paid the full bill. The state owes us that money. The state owes us some money on the roof, like that, to the gym. The state definitely owes us money for when we closed out middle school. We haven't closed that out yet. That money's gonna come in. And right now, okay, I just saw where we're playing around with FEMA here. And it's been, it'll be almost a year, in a couple more weeks. August 18th was the flood. A year. We haven't gotten anything.
Now we do get money this
How much?
about $100,000.
100,000.
From FEMA?
The state of Texas got a big cash payout on that flood they had, okay, right away. So I hope there's no politics being played with FEMA money. But I'll tell you, sometimes it feels like it. And I worry that maybe that FEMA money isn't all coming in. I hope it does, okay? But now we've been a year, and they want more information, right? And yet, there are states that get a pass and get the money right away without providing all that information. Doesn't seem fair, but that's where we stand. If Jim's doing it right, we get the short-term notes, the money comes in. If we get the money in, we'll pay back on those notes.
Okay.
If we want to carry that on.
I can tell you, on the FEMA, I feel like I'm a cat, and FEMA is the person dangling the feather in front. We keep jumping for it, and so we catch it, they move it. And it's a moving target, but I understand they have rules they have to follow, and we're going to make sure we follow the rules. But we're getting there.
Okay. Thank you. I know, I just want to, I guess, clarify a comment that was made then at the last meeting, was said that if we were to have received reimbursement from the state for the HVAC that has already been completed, we could have used that for the fire truck. But what you're saying is that couldn't have happened. It would have just had to have gone for, just to reduce the amount of the bonding that we have.
Correct.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
FEMA, Wayne was telling me the other day, we got another whole list of the items they have to do.
I feel bad. I'm dumping on Maine every day, but they're dumping on me. But I can't go out there and calculate how much rip wrap or how much jaw run or different things, and I'm driving crazy with it. But
Is it a stall or is this procedure?
it's procedure. I'll give you an example of from East Hill Road to Route 34. It's 1,083 feet. But the stream serpentine, so in one case it might be 5 feet from the road, in another place it might be 30 feet from the road. They want to know calculations and how much riprap is there. So we have to break the 1,083 feet up into 108 segments of 10 feet each and calculate the angle and the length of it to come up with what the riprap is. And that's what Wayne is up against right now. It's driving them crazy. Then they want the beginning and the ending GPS coordinates. And if the GPS coordinates don't come up to 1,083 feet, then we'll go back and redo it. Staying on Punk Up Road in East Hill. They're handling East Hill separate from Punk Up, but the bridge was on East Hill. But the wing walls for the bridge were on Punk Up, which is right there at the corner.
that have been associated with a repair, but now that repair has failed, and we have to go back and fix what we've already fixed. Like, what happens in that case if we pay, you know, I'm just making a number, $100,000 to repair this?
Perfect example,
Yeah.
on Governor's Hill Road, just north of Old Church, that was all washed out, if you recall. They went in, they fixed it, but over the winter, it settled about 6 inches. So now they have to go back in and they have to repair it again. FEMA will pay for the emergency repair, and they'll pay for public works overtime and straight time. On the permanent repair, where we have to go in again, they will only pay for overtime. They'll pay for materials and overtime, they won't pay for the straight time the second time. And we're gonna have the same problem on parts of Good Hill, we're gonna have the same problem on Captain Worcester, Academy Road.
So we may go through a bunch of cycles of settling and fixing, settling, fixing, until
A standard, even if you compact the soil mechanically, you're not going to compact it to natural compaction. And the rule of thumb is that for every foot of fill you put in, you'll get 1 inch of settlement. So if you put in a foot, it's not going to be a big thing. It's going to settle 1 inch and you're not even going to notice it. But if on the case of Governor's Hill Road, you have a 10-foot fill that they have to put in, it's going to settle 10 inches.
So what's the timeline? What do you think, before we start getting people payments?
Started with this week, we've got approvals on projects, it's basically, I submitted 4 projects with them, that the money's been released to the state of Connecticut. We got paid for 2 of them this week. There's 2 more that hopefully we'll get the money in another 2 weeks.
So how much we talking?
What's that?
How much we talking?
The next 2 are only gonna be about $60,000, $70,000. It's Guntown Road and Wilson.
This could be a long one.
Today we sent up to them, rewarding them. They have to, and then we have to redo that.
Okay, we got to, I need a motion to
well,
adjourn.
any other comments?
Is there anybody else?
I guess I just have a question. Do we know where we stand financially? Like, do we have a general fund balance?
We have a general fund balance estimate right now. Okay, we're forming when we stand with Sean.
The auditors have everything for the last audit, except for they're waiting for the actuaries to, for the, GASB incurred but not reported expenses on retirees.
See, the general fund balance, when we see it at the end of the year, that's a moment in time. Okay, the general fund balance right now, because most people pay the first half of the taxes, right? So we do have a
Looks
large
like-
balance there, but it's the balance that's pledged
Right.
in the budget. So right now, we have a good balance, but the balance you're looking for is the one, the moment of time as of June 30, 2024. We don't have that yet, we're working on it. As soon as we get that, we'll present it out to the town. That's gonna be quick. And then that'll be great, because now we can just roll right into this year, this last audit.
And this year, the plan is that, having the audit, them being here at the end of November and having the audit in December.
But this first, we're working on that.
Well, first one, hopefully we'll get it in August from now, and then, the next year will be the audit.
Okay, we now,
Thank you.
anybody else? We need a motion to adjourn. Tom, you. Second, all in favor? And we can go right to our 8:57. And, any paperwork on that? You have any paperwork on that?
It's attached, the second 1, 2, 3, 4 pages.
There you go, those 4 pages of resolutions. Okay, I guess, open meeting, roll call, again, Chess. All right, pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Meeting this is to consider and act upon recommend to the town approve fiscal impact statement and take all action necessary to authorize the purchase of a heavy-duty fire rescue truck and financing is set forth in the resolution below. We do have a fiscal impact on this. Is it on there?
I don't have it, let me go get it.
All right, I'll read the resolution to you, Bill. Resolution appropriating $1,820,000 for the purchase of a heavy-duty rescue fire truck and authorizing the issue of $1,820,000 bonds for the town to meet said appropriation depending the issue thereof, the making of temporary borrowing for such purpose. In other words, we're authorizing, we'll just have the town meeting passed us, no objection to the town meeting. We approved the 1.8, it's in, we get the truck, okay? Now, we all know we had different opinions on this, every one of us, I think. But it is what it is right now, we're at the wishing hour. Wish we had a check, we could write this out for you. This was approved, at least 2 years ago, wasn't it? The truck itself, was it 2 years? Like that.
I'm gonna make a motion to suspend the reading of the full resolution.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
When are we actually getting the fire truck?
It's gonna be here shortly. They said August.
It's already here.
Now, if anybody wants to use it for personal use, you're welcome to do it.
Now, is this replacing the fire truck or
There's
is it
an
addition?
old 20-year rescue.
Okay.
And they show that it's got a lot of this, problems that some you get with a 20-year-old vehicle. The frame has got a lot of rust in it, okay? And it's fire. The thing is, it's a rescue truck. And what do they use mostly here? We have more fire accidents than we have fires. We have more calls for rescue than we have fire and trailer. So, like, that's a good question. I don't know. We used to donate it to towns like in Vermont or something like that. But there's enough there to sell it and have some money for it, I think. That's a good question.
Say it's here, the fire truck is here. They have it. The fire truck is actually here, they have it.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it.
She said it's the fire truck's here.
Oh, I hope it's here.
Yeah,
When did they get it?
July 15th.
They didn't tell us. Nice.
It's really
Go
pretty.
on.
It's on social media, so they showed all the pictures of it. And they were doing training with it, so that took some time until they could actually use it.
They said a fire truck was here.
It was here last Tuesday, and then they sent it back to New York so they could mount all the equipment onto it. If anybody wants, there's copies of the resolutions and the fiscal impact statements here.
Thank you.
Let's go back to statement.
Well, we did the resolution, I mean, we, passed the resolution. Reading.
Pass that on